Hello, Minnesota whiskey fanatics. It's day 5. Nolan has graciously given us the Caribbean version of Basil Hayden's. It's my understanding that it is a blend of rum and high rye bourbon, 80 proof. It's also repeal day, and it's a day to definitely celebrate that some liquor laws have been repealed. But let's also not forget that there are still many prohibitions across the country, both with liquor, for example, the 3-tier system, the legality of distilling yourself in your own home. You can make beer on your own, you can make wine on your own, but you can't distill spirits on your own. And then 3-tier systems, various state-controlled liquor distributions. It's really a shame. We've got a long way to go, and it's sad that these outdated laws are still on the books. But let's get into this. I've got a few notes. I did taste it a little bit earlier, and then I've got a really cool comparison for Repeal Day. Here we go. I think I said it. Thank you, Nolan, for getting us this. You know, it's really funny. This brings me back to that Vicre. Tastes like maple syrup. I'm sure it's the rum. I'm sure it's the molasses in the rum, but it's tastes exactly like what it is. It's rum blended with high rye bourbon. Am I going to drink it every day? Probably not, but is it a great novelty or a great spirit? Absolutely. I think a lot of non-whiskey drinkers would enjoy this, would really enjoy this. That's good stuff. So, going along with Repeal Day, something real special for you guys today. And an ode to the real bootleggers, the guys that were making it in stills, in the backyards, in the woods, in the, I guess, farmland too. I've got a little bit bootlegged hooch myself. If you know, you know. Being an Iowan, I'm sure that there are a lot of people that know of this signature. We'll just leave it at that. Another fun fact about this, and the reason why I'm doing it, this actually ties in a good bit with the dark rye. So traditionally, back in the Prohibition era, they actually made whiskey with a high sugar or molasses content. So the rye whiskey, the bootleg, the Prohibition, the what do I say? All the famous bootleggers. Al Capone's favorite whiskey, as they say, most likely was high sugar, actually, and a bit of rye. So legally, that's not technically a whiskey. It's more of like a rum crossed with a rye whiskey, which again goes perfectly with the Caribbean cask. I know what you guys are thinking, the bottle, the black velvet. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. Well, I will say though, you get that maple syrup here too. Get the sugar notes. It's mellow. Super mellow. Yeah, this stuff really isn't high proof. It's just special made. Anyway, we have another day done. I'm going to be heading out for Chicago this weekend. Might do some videos in the car. I think that'd be fun. But I'm going to have a nice